Hey there, and welcome. Today, we're going to talk about something we've all felt at some point, that fear of trying something new. We're actually going to explore the architecture of that feeling. Figure out how it's built, what holds it up, and how it can sometimes box us in. So, let's get into it.
I mean, really think about it. Maybe it was the idea of a new job, or moving to a place where you didn't know anyone. Heck, maybe it was just ordering a different dish at your favorite restaurant. That little hesitation, that knot in your stomach, it's a totally universal human thing. So if you felt it, trust me, you are in good company.
And giving that feeling a name is the first real step to understanding it. And once we name it, we can start to see just how much it can shape our lives, often in ways we don't even notice. Okay, so let's put a proper definition on this. What are we actually talking about when we say the fear of the new?
The official term is neophobia, but it's not just one single thing. It's more like a spectrum. On one end, you might have a kid who just refuses to try broccoli. But on the other, more serious end, it could be the very thing that stops an adult from chasing a new career or traveling the world. At its core, it's a deep-seated avoidance of anything unfamiliar.
So, the big question is, where does a feeling like this come from? Well, just like any building, our fears have blueprints. Let's take a look at the core causes that actually build this wall of avoidance in our minds.
You can kind of think of neophobia as a structure held up by four main pillars. First up is just a basic fear of the unknown. Our brain has this ancient alarm system that's wired to see familiar things as safe and new things as a potential threat. It's a survival thing, really. Second, if you've had a bad experience in the past, your brain basically puts up a big warning sign to avoid anything like it ever again. Third, if you're already dealing with anxiety or low self-confidence, any new challenge can just feel way too big to handle. And finally, sometimes it's just a normal part of growing up, which is why we see it so often with kids, especially when it comes to food.
Now, when those causes start stacking up, they can literally build walls around us, making our world feel a whole lot smaller. So what does it actually feel like to live inside those walls? What are the telltale signs?
This is how it shows up in day-to-day life. It's that instant no when a friend suggests a new restaurant. It's that feeling of dread when your daily routine gets messed up. It can even be physical, like feeling jittery or restless when you're pushed out of your comfort zone. Each one of these is like another brick in that wall of avoidance.
And look, this isn't just about being a picky eater or homebody. This stuff has real-world consequences. Neophobia can be the reason you stay in a job you hate, or why you have a hard time making new friends. It literally stops you from discovering what could be next. In the end, it just shrinks your world.
But here is the really good news. Walls have doors, and there are proven, established ways to open them. So let's switch gears and talk about the solutions, the path forward.
There are three main paths you can take, and they're all about taking back control. First, there's therapy. Something called cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, is amazing for this because it helps you spot those negative thought patterns and then rewrite them. The second path is all about gradual exposure, taking tiny, manageable steps into the unknown. No need to jump in the deep end. And third, it's about actively building up your confidence and making sure you have a good support system, people who've got your back. That gives you the strength to turn the key.
This right here is the main takeaway. It's not about trying to get rid of fear completely. That's not realistic. It's about learning to manage it. It's about getting more comfortable with being uncomfortable. And yeah, it takes patience, and it definitely helps to have support. But making progress is absolutely possible.
So I'll leave you with this question to think about. Now that you kind of understand the architecture of this fear, what door in your own life is just waiting to be opened? What new experience, big or small, might be on the other side? Because, honestly, just understanding the fear is the first step to finally walking through that door.